Here's what I think we all can agree on. You follow a YouTuber for usually one of two reasons. Either A, entertainment, or B, educational. But I want to explain something that I think I need to refocus my energy on more than anything. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I created this channel to document what I do and to help educate in any way possible through my journey as you kind of follow along with me. Document versus create. The idea being that I'm documenting more of my journey and helping along the way any way that I can to help your journey, and not necessarily overthinking the creative, because when I overthink the creative, when I overthink the gear, when I overthink anything about the vlog, I end up documenting less and therefore enjoying it less and less. And I realized that that's actually what I've ended up doing over the last couple of weeks with this channel. Here's what I realized about vlogging. Most people start vlogging for one of two reasons. A, they get inspired by someone who vlogs and they decide that they want to vlog because it seems fun. Then people quickly realize that it's not necessarily as simple as that, and it's actually a lot of work, so most people quit. They can't be the next Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon, so they get disappointed, frustrated, they think it's a waste of time, and they quit, and they upload 1 or 2 vlogs, maybe 5, maybe 10 if they're really ambitious, then they stop vlogging and nothing happens again. Then there's someone like me who is ambitious and really excited for what's happening in life, and I believe that big things are gonna happen many years down the road. And it would be easy for me to say, once I grow things to a certain level, or once I have a big enough staff that I can have someone create my YouTube videos for me and all this stuff, before I make it the excuse of all that, I realized, you know, I create video for a living, so why can't I make my own vlog that documents it? And throughout the journey, as I fail and as I succeed in different things and as I hopefully grow a large business, wouldn't it be awesome for someone to come across my channel and be inspired by how I ever grew my business to where I hope it gets to, and be able to actually say, instead of me wondering how he did it, watch back every single video that actually happened to get to that point. See, over the course of the last about year, I've changed vlogging setups a lot. I've vlogged on the RX100 Mark V. This camera is amazing as well and super portable. But listen to the audio. I mean, I can't deal with that. I've vlogged on the GH5. I've vlogged on the A7 III. This camera's fantastic. But I don't even know if I'm recording. I can't see the screen. See, the Sony RX100 Mark V, which I got specifically for vlogging, looks fantastic. Is incredibly portable. You literally could not find a more portable vlog camera. It has a really, really good image quality. The lens is a little bit tighter than I prefer at 24 to 70. It's just a little too tight for vlogging. But more importantly, the audio just isn't good. There's no mic input, which naturally that's just part of a point and shoot. Problem is, I love audio. I would sacrifice a little bit of video quality to get good audio every time. Then in May of last year, I got the GH5s. They became my main workhorse camera, and I got the Panasonic 7-14 lens specifically for vlogging. Everything about the camera, fantastic. It's not that big of a camera, great audio, it's got a flip out screen, which is obviously huge for vlogging. Everything you want in vlogging camera, except the autofocus isn't good. And the problem is, whether or not you use autofocus in a professional environment doesn't matter. If you are vlogging, anyone that vlogs knows that autofocus is incredibly important. If you don't have autofocus on a camera, it makes every shot you do a little bit more difficult and frustrating because you have to make sure things are in focus. Nobody likes watching a vlog of any caliber when things are not in focus. The best camera in the world, out of focus, doesn't look very good. So then just a couple of weeks ago, I purchased the A7 III. The A7 III, phenomenal, phenomenal camera, great price point overall, really wide lens in the Sony 16-35, the best autofocus you'll probably ever find on a camera at all right now. Everything about this camera, mind-blowingly good. The problem is, no flip out screen. And I know you're saying to yourself, well, if the autofocus is that good, can't you just point it at yourself? Yeah, you can, but when you vlog and when you produce a lot of content for YouTube, a lot of times framing yourself and checking exposure and all that is important. Because you see, if I point it to myself but don't realize that I accidentally had backlight and the camera was adjusting incorrectly because it's in auto exposure, and then the whole shot is ruined because it's too dark or too bright, you see, then you're screwed there too. So phenomenal autofocus, great audio, incredible camera overall, but no flip screen. So then I ran into an issue. issue. I mean, I got a great little portable camera, super portable. Audio though, just can't sacrifice that. Then I get the GH5, you got the really good quality, the flip screen, the audio, but the autofocus isn't great. Then I use this, everything about it is really, really nice, but there's no flip out screen, and it's by far the heaviest of the rig. This lens in general weighs as much as the whole GH5 combo, and this is so big and bulky that it's just not fun to carry around for vlogging. And then in the middle of all that, I went to the Sony a6500, about the same size as the Canon M50, super tiny size, incredible autofocus, great audio, everything, but once again, no flip screen, and really terrible battery life, and then it overheated all the time. I just can't find the perfect camera. But then the Canon M50 came along, and no, it didn't have great autofocus in 4K, but everything else about the camera was exactly what I was looking for in a vlogging camera. I wanted something portable and lightweight that was not a pain to carry around. The M50 hit that perfectly. By far the lightest rig I carry. It's small, it's tiny, it is super fun to actually just carry around and not worry about. I wanted great autofocus. Canon's autofocus is outstanding. As you can see, it just tracks you. You don't have to worry about it missing focus, and it's important for the content to be in focus. I wanted good audio, and this has a mic jack, and so it gives me good audio. I can talk in the Rode mic here, and the audio sounds great. It may sound a little echoey because I'm like talking against this wall here, but and I wanted it to have a flip out screen, and of course the Canon M50 has a flip out screen. I mean, no one likes being the vlogger that looks at the camera lens over there, but you get what I'm saying. It's got what I want. The battery life isn't terrible on it. Everything about it, it's just a really good vlogging camera. And then on top of all that, you add to the fact that the camera, out of all the cameras I just mentioned, is the cheapest camera. And does it shoot as good a video as every other camera that I just mentioned? No, but if you even out all the things for vlogging, I feel like it's the best camera for me. Now I know you're gonna say, oh, the image is soft and it's not as good as this and not as good as this, but a lot of that is coming from you judging the vlog based on other cameras or other vloggers or other situations or even my past vlogs, and you'd be right in saying that the image quality isn't as good, but you'd also be wrong in the manner that if you've never vlogged, you don't realize how important it is to be able to actually want to carry around a camera for vlogging. Vlogging is a difficult thing in the first place because you have to always have a camera with you. And if you have big and bulk or tiny with bad audio or anything in the middle of those, it just becomes really difficult to enjoy vlogging. And the M50 is like the first camera that I've actually kind of enjoyed for a while using. So while you may be frustrated that it's not in 4K, and while I could be a little frustrated that I wish they would have made this in 4K with dual pixel autofocus, that camera is coming very soon. And you can bet that if the M51 came out tomorrow and it had 4K with dual pixel autofocus, or if the a6500 came out tomorrow with a flip screen, I'd probably switch to that because I'm all about portable with good audio, flip screen, good autofocus, all the things that are crucial to me right now in vlogging. But I'm gonna stop worrying and stop talking about what camera I'm using. I don't really care anymore about any of that. I care more about the content. I wanna produce good content for you, and the best camera that I can bring with me is the one that's portable and easy to document with. Because the more that I create, the more I can bring value to you. And people, I'm about bringing you value. I'm not about just producing the greatest looking vlog you've ever seen. But after 5 days of not putting anything on the channel, I realized I'm tired of caring about the camera that I carry around. That's not what this channel is all about.